Good morning, Patriot family. It is...
Well, it's going to be rerun, so it is right before Christmas. It's like around the holidays. You're going to see this episode a number of times this week. We're going to make it extra nice so that you can't get enough of it and you have to rewatch it multiple times. That's our goal.
Happy Christmas, Adam, y'all.
Christmas Adam.
Well, you know, tomorrow's Christmas Eve.
You gotta have Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and then what's the day after Christmas? Is it anything?
The day you
start paying down your debt from Christmas?
No, that's the day that you sign up for the gym membership you're never going to use.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Welcome to Open Mic with Allie and Michelle. Guys, make sure you follow us. I can't. We've already had an unhinged
because it's discounted,
morning.
Right? It's like
New year, new you. That's going to be every marketing blitz for same person, same attitude, same mouth. Like it or deal with it.
What?
This is why. It's just like, if you can't, then move aside. I don't know. Well, we hope you follow us at Real Allie Leger, at Michelle Posey, and at Open Mic Ladies. That way you can keep in touch with us over the holidays. I'm sure we'll be not silent. There won't be a silent night with us ever, ever, ever. I'm just going to... We kind of did something festive today. I felt like I don't know, Mrs. Claus, and you're like little toy soldier, and... Pum-pum-pum-pum.
Did not mean to dress. Whatever. Okay. Thank you guys for joining us everywhere.
Wait, what did you say? What did you say when I got out of the car in the parking lot and I saw you?
I said you got to get you a best friend that is this excited to see you every time you come into the parking lot, come into work. She's just all excited. I love it. It's amazing.
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
Love you. All right, guys, let's go ahead and open that mic.
Taking back our freedom, back to where we started. We're wearing our red hat tonight. It takes more than just a feeling. Oh, better be believing, and America's gonna be home.
What do you do when they try to cancel you? MAGA Nation, we cancel proof. My red hat stays on. My red hat stays on. You know I love Gavin and Trump. I trust November 5th. He gon' ride with us. Our red hat stays on. Our red hat stays on. It's the mayor of Maggie,ville, the RNC King. 2024, freedom gon' ring. Mr. Red, White, and Blue. I'm still fighting for each one of you. And keep your red hat on.
Seriously, you guys, if you are not following Sean_Farash on X,
what are you even doing?
Missing out on some amazing content. It is hilarious. He is hilarious.
He is hilarious. You gotta stay tuned.
To you, Sean, as well.
You gotta stay tuned. We are gonna play his latest.
Oh my
clip.
gosh, he totally needs to be on our show. I can't.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, we would not be able to keep it together.
I can't.
We got to have him in studio.
That would be so cool.
That's the only part, Sean. Okay, so we're back, Allie. We are back, and we are back bigly.
Him as like
we're back huge. What?
A co-host.
Oh my God, no.
But in Trump's voice.
No. Do you remember
so
when
great.
we used to have the MAGA realty guys,
mm-hmm.
and we couldn't keep it together? We couldn't.
No.
It was like the whole show was just going to be laughter.
Hilarious.
I fell out of my chair one time in the studio, like just fell out of my chair. It was good.
That was fun.
Well, guys, we're back, and we're back strong. Remember, there was a time when we led the way in manufacturing, especially in our military. We just weren't cranked up like, the production of what we need to just remind the rest of the world that we are that fighting brute force that you really don't want to pick on the playground. But the commander-in-chief was asked, "Sir, what are you going to do with those ships that you are seizing off the coast of Venezuela for not following your barter?"
Well, this was from the press conference that everybody was like this on.
The 1 o'clock?
Like, wait a minute, it's 1 o'clock. But I think it happened at like 4.
He was late.
At like 4:30 instead of 1.
It was on White House time.
Anyway, everyone was like on the edge of their seat because they're like, "Oh, he's gonna announce war with Venezuela." Psych!
But he made you tune in. He made you tune in, didn't he?
I'm like, all you panikins, calm down.
Panicking.
Goodness gracious.
Take a listen to his response to this reporter. I think it's kind of classic. Take a look.
As Commander-in-Chief, it is my great honor to announce that I have approved a plan for the Navy to begin the construction of 2 brand new, very large, the largest we've ever built, battleships. You used to build the Iowa, the Missouri, the Wisconsin, the Alabama, many others. We had big battleships. These are bigger, but they will have 100 times they'll be 100 times the force, the power, and there's never been anything like these ships. These have been under design consideration for a long time, and it started with me in my first term, because I said, why aren't we doing battleships like we used to? And these are the best in the world. They'll be the fastest, the biggest, and by far 100 times more powerful than any battleship ever built. So if you look at the Iowa, the Missouri, Wisconsin, Alabama, and others, but they were similar in size, some a little bit bigger than the others, but if you take the biggest one, it's 100 times more powerful.
We can make it
they're longer by
100 times.
Battleship.
I like that game. I mean, we're back. We're now manufacturing bigger, huge. I can't do it like Allie does.
What did he call them? What are they called?
Battleships.
No. They're called something else. Trump
something. He's going to have his name on it.
I love it. And the first ship, I think, is USS...
Trump?
No, it's USS... oh, my gosh. I had it. I sent it to you. Where did it go?
I mean, we're probably coming up
Defiant. USS Defiant is the name of it.
Ooh.
USS
I won't
Defiant.
say what I was going to tell it.
I love it. It's great.
So that was
Trump
actually...
class battleships.
Trump-class battleships.
I mean...
That's pretty amazing.
I like that. I was kind of right when we were in our private chat with a bunch of our our America First MAGA people who are boots on ground, tip of the spear in their circle of influence. And Pete Hegseth was in one of the cabinet meetings, and his place card, had like misspelling. It was like SS Secretary, and I was like,
Easter egg.
Are there new battleships coming? And I was like,
so you won. Did you win something?
No, I didn't win anything. I was just right. Because I called it.
She's like, I was just right.
I was like, USS Hegseth. I mean, I'm sure there will be a boat named after a boat. You hear me? I'm sorry, Navy, y'all.
A boat.
My bad, Navy.
Wait,
it'll be
Kevin's
a battleship.
Navy. Kevin's former Navy.
I know, I did it
he
on
stepped
purpose.
away.
He's standing there.
We love you. Oh well, so that was actually I queued up I was thinking of a different clip, but that was actually the right one. So there you have the Commander in Chief mentioning that we're back, but the
I'm getting the evil eye. So
from the Navy over here. The Secretary of War, he spoke, and well, he's just a delight to listen to. So let's take a listen to what he has to say.
Well, Mr. President, you're exactly right. There are no fishing poles, no fishermen, and no fishing boats, just drug dealers and narco terrorists. And with every strike, we're saving American lives. No other president was willing to do real deterrence. That's exactly what's happening. It's an honor to be here, Mr. President, Mr. Secretary, Secretary Rubio, to talk about what peace through strength really looks like. You can talk about it, or you can invest in it, and you can build it. And that's exactly what President Trump is doing.
Amen to that.
You can be all talk, or you can be about action, and
Right.
we prefer the leadership with action, right?
Absolutely.
Like this is what we voted for.
Don't just talk about it, be about it. Look, you can't listen. You have to have your actions match up to your words. Otherwise, you lack integrity.
So is it a case of finders keepers?
Speaking of Pam Bondi, we have 14 days left for some arrests. J6. Just saying.
Just saying.
14 days.
Otherwise, the statute of limitations runs out, and what are we doing?
14 days.
What are we doing, Pam Bondi?
All I want for Christmas. All I want for Christmas.
Never mind. Just gonna.
We're not gonna blow that.
Nope, we're not. So, finders keepers. Is it true? If we are off the coast of Venezuela and you are not obeying the blockade that Trump has installed because of the Monroe Doctrine, we do not want more permeation of Europe and Iran, China, all of them coming into this hemisphere, helping out Venezuela, who's obviously an adversary of ours. So, but if we come across oil, an oil tanker or a ship, what are you doing with it, Mr. President? Somebody asked him. Take a look.
Speaking of Venezuela, oil, what are we going to do with the oil that we have?
Going to do with what?
The oil that has been seized. The United States seized 1.9 million barrels of oil on December 10th.
We're going to keep it.
Duh.
We're keeping it.
Where's it? Are we going to sell it or put it in the strategic
Maybe
oil
we'll sell
reserve?
it. Maybe we'll keep it. Maybe we'll use it in the strategic reserves. We're keeping it. We're keeping the ships also. Yep.
Maybe I'll keep it. Maybe I won't. Gotta keep them guessing. Gotta keep them guessing. Keep them on their toes, y'all. I love President Trump. He is amazing. He is amazing. I like how he plays with the media because, I mean, obviously we're gonna keep the oil and the ship, but like, what kind of question is that? Like, you couldn't have thought of a different, more comprehensive, I don't know, thought-provoking question as a journal. Go sit down.
Go sit down.
Go
stand with your nose in the corner like we used to when we were
If I
younger.
am ever press secretary for any politician or
Which would
any
be
person,
really good.
which
She would be really
hilarious,
good. She'd be great.
I'm putting journalists in timeout.
She's
like,
getting dunce- she's getting dunce
in the corner.
caps.
Go sit in the corner and think about the question that you just asked me, and then raise your hand if you can think of a different question, a more thought-provoking.
Well,
question.
you're not going to like this next one then, because they try to get him against the ropes. They're asking about the Colombian president Petro, who accused us of having of the U.S. being on stolen land. And they asked, they said, "What do you think about what this Colombian president said?" Oh my gosh, go Commander-in-Chief, take a listen.
So in response to the United States taking sanctioned oil from Venezuela, Colombian President Gustavo Petro criticized the United States by saying, well, the Southwest is stolen land and that it should be returned to Latin America. I just wanted to know what your response to that is.
Well, he has to watch because, he's got drug factories. They make cocaine in Colombia. And he's no friend of the United States. He's very bad guy. And he's got to watch his ass because he makes cocaine and they send it into the United States of America from Colombia. We love the Colombian people. I love the Colombian people. They're great people, energetic, smart, great. But their new leader is a troublemaker, and he better watch it. He better close up those cocaine factories. They have at least 3 major cocaine factories. We know where they are. He better close them up fast, yeah.
No quiero cocaína, okay?
He said he better watch his...
Listen, that was hilarious.
So I want to mention this because I had this conversation with somebody yesterday, and I don't think I'll hear from them again. But
I love when that happens.
and said, wow, the way he talks, though, sometimes, you know what stops relationships quicker than anything? Politics. But listen, if anybody were to Google your name, Allie,
yep,
they would know whether they really wanted to discuss things with you. So don't tickle me if you don't, Elmo. You know what I mean? If you don't, what is that you say?
We came with a full-on warning label. Don't try me.
So this person was like talking to me about Trump and how I don't like how he talks this and this was one of the clips I was listening to, and they were like, well, I don't like how. I'm like, he said the word ASS. Like he better watch it. I don't know what you want.
These
like,
purity tests that are invented by people that live in glass houses really is annoying. It is the most irritating. And we hear it from those mostly on our side.
Yes.
I mean, not only did they do this with Amber Rose, right? They did this with Nikki just a few days ago.
Yeah.
They're doing it with Erica. They're doing it with Trump. They're doing it with Hegseth. They literally do it with everybody but themselves. How about you hold up a mirror and look at your life before you throw stones?
Yeah.
Ma'am, sir. Yeah. There is no such thing as a perfect person.
Thank you.
There is definitely no such thing as a perfect politician.
It's an oxymoron.
Like, where did you conflate the idea that all people that serve in government have a moral grounding or understanding? Where did you get this conflated idea that because you're Christian, you now all of a sudden have morals and values?
I mean, theoretically you do, but that doesn't mean you're perfect.
Right.
I mean, and that's the first recognition is like, I'm not trying to follow him to the pearly gates. I like him as a leader of the free world because you got some muscle to flex. And I think there is a time and a place for everything,
There absolutely
including
is.
flexing your muscle for war.
Absolutely.
So, I mean,
And when
when
you're
God told
talking-
people to go conquer land, they went and conquered land. And I know, anyway. So I'm just saying, I largely, just don't.
Continue to be you, President Trump, because
Yes.
the world needs it. Thank you very much.
So maybe-
And you are able, under the First Amendment, to drop any F-bomb, A-bomb, whatever it is. Okay?
She wasn't talking about atomic bombs.
Yeah,
She was saying
definitely
A-bomb.
not. I'm talking about ass. You
but
can say it.
but Marco Rubio, listen, he's been a great Secretary of State.
I'm on
But I
nerves.
figure him explaining what's taking place for the 1,000th time off the coast of Venezuela, maybe in a cute little baby AI video, might be a little less harsh for those that are wrapped up in their feelings and best intentions. So I did find this, Allie. I think it's cute. I think you'll like it. Again, this is Secretary of State Marco Rubio talking about what's happening off the coast of Venezuela. Baby AI version. Take a look.
Look, our goal is regional stability and security in the national interest of the United States. The national interest of the United States, specifically when it comes to Venezuela, is as follows. We have a regime that's illegitimate, that cooperates with Iran, that cooperates with Hezbollah, that cooperates with narco-trafficking and narco-terrorist organizations, inclusive not just protecting their shipments and allowing them to operate with impunity, but also allows some of them to control territory, the ELN and the FARC-D. Okay? The ELN and the FARC dissidents operate openly. They have open camps that they control territory inside of Venezuela. That is our national interest, and that is what this is focused on. And that's what the president's been focused on. And that's what we're conducting. And that's what we have been focused on the entire time, because that is the threat to the national interest of the United States. Now, do we consider Maduro legitimate? No. And by the way, guys, when I say these things about Maduro and his role in narco-trafficking, it's not, I hear his reports, Marco Rubio says it, it's not me. A grand jury in New York, in the Southern District of New York, okay, a grand jury in the Southern District of New York was presented evidence and came back with an indictment, not just against Maduro, by the way, but against a bunch of people in his government for narco-trafficking. A bunch. He had, his nephews or the nephews of his wife indicted, convicted in the United States for narco-trafficking. Like, this was, until President Trump started doing something about these narco-trafficking links, nobody disputed that Maduro and his regime was in cahoots with narco-traffickers. Not to mention the fact that they unleashed Tren-de-Aragua gangs on the United States. They've unleashed, a mass migration event, perhaps the largest in history.
Oh, my
8 million
goodness.
people have left Venezuela since 2014. So also destabilizing all the countries in the region who have had to assume people that are fleeing this illegitimate regime. So nobody disputed the drug links. So that's what the president's been focused on, and that's the problem. And that's the problem in Venezuela.
I mean,
These are hilarious.
Cute. How cute.
They're so adorable, but it doesn't take away from what he's saying. And he's like, stop saying, I'm not saying it.
There was an
They're saying
indictment.
it.
There was an
Like,
indictment from New York that came down that already called Maduro and his regime. That they were taking, they're working with the cartels. I don't.
The fact that President Trump is the only one who's speaking about how illegitimate Maduro is huge. This is a big deal because nobody else feels like they can go after or call it out without, getting themselves into trouble,
Yeah.
right? It's almost like, conservatives having the silent majority, whatever that is, people that are
Yeah.
afraid to speak out and say that they support President Trump because they live in a blue city or because their family, they don't want their family to disown them. Listen, disown me then.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't want to have a conversation, then I don't understand. Like,
Right.
I'm easy to talk to. It's not hard.
You're very easy to talk
It's just, I hold up a
Allie,
mirror
I can't
and I tell you, like, how
understand.
my son is on a cruise and he's 17. And so he's on this cruise and he texts me before he gets on and he's like, Mom, what do you have to say about Trump being in all these Epstein photos? And I was like, do you know how AI works? Like, how
Yeah.
about let's break this down? And so he's like, thanks, Mom, so much, because I'm around a bunch of people.
A bunch of
that are
liberals is what
saying
he's trying to
that,
say.
Like, Trump is like an awful person and he's doing this and he's doing that. And he's like, and thanks for always telling me the truth and being
Yes.
real. And
Yeah.
so, like, if my 17-year-old can get it, I mean, I was even on the phone the other day with my daughter. She's 10. And we're on the phone and she's like, Mom, that doesn't even make any sense. And we're talking about, like, normal politics. Guys,
Yeah.
if my 10-year-old can get it,
Yeah.
like, your adult aunt can get it.
You should be able to ask the question. That's the thing that bothers me about, like, and there are some people that, thankfully, you know, we'll talk about politics. They still can stomach me, but for the most part, we don't. It's not like you're trying to change someone's mind. It's just if you and you're like what your son did. You have an honest question, and we should be able to have an honest dialogue. And I think that's actually what Charlie Kirk stood for. That's why they assassinated him, because if we don't talk and if we don't engage like this, then largely there's this big, vast ocean between us, and we never come together as a country. So, Allie, moving on, though, to Brown University, I know we talked to somebody that's running for Congress out of Rhode Island yesterday, and just really disgusted to see what's coming out of Brown University and just what they've done to that university, the amount of money that they've taken and then largely left the campus not protected. They've taken a lot of foreign money. They've bowed the knee to activists, Palestinian activists.
Right.
But this is the tip of the iceberg here. I cannot believe this. There's a custodian who, you know, they say, see something, say something.
Yep.
He did, like, for weeks, and they ignored it. Take a listen.
He says he's still in shock, dealing with the fact that he saw the shooting suspect more than a dozen times. He describes how he saw the suspect in the Barris and Hawley building, looking in and out of classrooms and going into the bathroom. Something fell off, so he says he notified a third-party security company there on campus 3 times about the suspect, but nothing was done.
And I had said to him, I had caught him the last time on December 1st, and I was right behind him as he was coming in the building. I was coming back from my break, and I went right to the ESS staff, and I had said to the ESS staff member, I said, hey, this guy looks suspicious. I said, he just went in the bathroom. I said, you should go check him out. He's like, I'm not here for that.
And Lisi says when police started releasing those photos and videos of the shooter, he knew it was the man he saw multiple times, so he notified investigators.
So what this is doing, Allie, is I think it's actually building a case for those that lost their lives in this tragic shooting to be able to hold Brown University
civilly liable.
Absolutely.
Criminally liable.
Absolutely. And I think Trump's not done with them either because of the endowments that they get. Not going to happen anymore. People are saying shut it down.
Absolutely. 1,000%. I think most of their funding comes from foreign aid, which is crazy. Crazy. Brown University, supposed to be a prestigious Ivy League school, and they're getting hundreds of thousands, if not billions of dollars from foreign nations that don't align with American values and sovereignty. And yet this is the kind of person that you put in charge. Like, where is the incompetency? I'm always amazed by the level of sheer incompetence.
And especially when you get into higher education, that blows my mind. But it's a reflection on some of what's taken place throughout our education system. Our education system, largely, listen, you and I, we went to work, and we just trusted that our children were in schools, whether private schools, public schools, higher education, learning what we learned, right? Until we realized during COVID, when a lot of the kids were forced home to distance learn, we realized a lot of what we were hearing didn't sound like, it didn't reflect the history that we know. It didn't reflect the morals and the love of this country that we have. I mean, obviously, we have to tell all the part of history, good, bad, and indifferent, but you tell it all. Truthfully. And this is this next video
Don't conflate it.
You sent to me. It is, we've got this, we're finding out now in Minnesota, in Ilhan Omar's district, that they've been fraudulently taking taxpayer money and sending it to Somalia.
Right.
Here's a video that you shared with me of a Somalian refugee basically saying this is why they're here illegally. And this is the sentiment of a lot of people, unfortunately, that pretend to be in our education system. Take a listen.
Support everyone, and because people deserve to be here. Because we shouldn't be illegal when this is literally stolen land.
We are not here illegal if this is stolen land.
We should not be considered illegal because this is stolen land. Who stole it?
I think what she's referring to, and I'm guessing that she has not, it's not like she sat through a lengthy history. We're all shocked, right? I'm just going to tell you, we have people in our sphere of influence that that are working on being here to be able to vote in elections, like doing everything by the book. And this person in our sphere of influence, our circle, could school people on history, because it's sad how many of us here in this country do not even understand our own founding. I think she's referring to the fact.
That's the Department of Education's fault.
Well, it is.
And that's your state's fault. Your state Department of Education.
Do you want to know?
School board.
Do you want to know why we have books here in the state of Florida that say Florida Edition? Because you can't even get McGraw and Hill, whatever publishers from whatever state.
That's the problem, are the publishers. Nobody is talking about the publishers and the people that create these history books. Can we stop focusing on, the fact that they're in the school? Yes, I understand they're in the schools, but can we please get some new publishers that are actually going to portray America the proper way? And let's include some of the documentation from our founders, right? They had journal entries upon letters upon letters upon letters, because they didn't have these devices. What they had was a pen and some parchment paper and some ink that they had to write with some candlelight and lick the bottom of it in order for it to dip in the liquid, ink. Absolutely. That they got from some kind of animal or something.
And to be able to tell, be able to tell the stories of how not different Trump is than many of our early presidents. And I think that's funny, because it's not until you go to Chris Ann Hall's classes and you
LibertyFirst.com
and you research how all of our founding fathers, and you realize, oh my gosh, Trump he didn't reinvent the wheel. He returned us back to our founding. And I'm sorry if you don't like that, but that's exactly what made this country great. And I think ever since we came to this country and the redcoats have been on our heels trying to drag us back into under that bondage, they're still doing it. They're just doing it differently. Now they're doing it with the help of communism, Marxism, and obviously the Islamification.
Look, I know I'm in a red coat, but I stand for America.
Yours is more of like a Michael Jackson. Yours is a Janet Jackson. What have you done for me lately?
Oh, more like Aretha. R-E-S-P-C-T.
I love that. Well, before we go to commercial break, I wanted to make y'all smile. And this is not Ice Baby, but it is an ice marketing
really
blitz.
Do look like a red coat. I'm sorry.
You're the cutest red coat we've ever seen. We would keep you. Yeah, absolutely. This is Ice's Merry Christmas video. I think this is amazing. Santa looks like he could kick some butt. Let's take a look.
Crazy. They keep dropping them. There's so many out right now.
We got more coming.
There's so many. It's crazy.
So
I'm excited.
I was speaking to Craig Sawyer earlier, like just messaging about getting him on the show, and I wanted to say, hey, that looks like he could be a Santa. He goes in and rescues trafficked children. So, yeah. Anyway, I thought that was a fun video. We've got so much more coming. We're going to try to get a little bit of laughter in today because we want to sustain you through the holidays, through the Christmas season. But make sure you guys check out Liberty Cigars. Get your Liberty Cigars so that you can celebrate all the winnings in the new year. We'll be right back with more Open Mic after this.
From the heart of Marietta, Georgia, comes a tribute to the spirit of liberty. Liberty Cigars, where history meets craftsmanship. Each cigar tells a story. The Founders Collection honors the visionaries who shaped a nation. The President's House Collection celebrates the leaders who steered it. And the Naval Series salutes the heroes who defended it. Handcrafted with precision, each blend mirrors the essence of its namesake. From the boldness of George Washington to the elegance of Thomas Jefferson. Indulge in a moment of reflection. Light a Liberty cigar and savor the legacy. Discover your story at libertycigars.com because every great nation deserves a great cigar. Liberty Cigars, smoke the history. And don't forget to use promo code OpenMic for 10% off your order.
Locked and loaded over here.
Hi, Patriot fam. Welcome back to Open Mic. I did want to make a comment about this little Somali girl who is talking about, as she's being interviewed, she's saying we should not be called illegal because we're here, this land is stolen land. And so how can you be considered illegal if you're, inhabiting stolen land? Well, that doesn't make quite a lot of sense. So like if you steal something, and then I take it and then I give it to someone else, like we're still sharing stuff, like that's dumb. That's really dumb.
Come between me and my coffee.
I'm saying, but I had to show you.
I love you.
But so Representative Comer reveals that 75% of Somalis in Minnesota are on welfare. You're not here legally. You're stealing hard-working Americans' tax dollars to feed your family because you came over here with absolutely nothing and refuse to go to work and earn your keep. So who's stealing what, ma'am?
And she's a child.
And I get it, she's a child, but someone needs to actually talk.
We are largely products of our environment.
Of course.
And so she's just, this is what she's, and this,
I'm not
so
attacking
to me,
a child.
but no, but to me, Allie, that probably speaks of the sentiment that a lot of these communities have in places like Minnesota. So that's why we expect those that are in office and in leadership, like Tampon Tim Walz and Ilhan Omar, to actually do the vetting and do better. Yes, because I can't expect somebody who comes here from another country and doesn't like being called illegal and that I can't help what they've been told and taught up until the time they get here. But once they get here, we should largely be having these conversations and be stopping. You're supposed to, when you sit in these offices, guys, you're supposed to occupy. That means you look out for the best interest of your constituents, of the people in your state, of the people in this country. That's what you swore an oath to, not to take all of our money and steal it and send it back to your foreign country that you won't even go back and live in.
Right. So not only are they here, they're stealing American tax dollars to fund and feed themselves. They're also inhabiting our schools, taking resources from those who deserve it and earn it, and have, they live here. You know what I mean? And then it's the whole system is crazy. The education system is terrible and has failed everyone. You have Republicans that refuse to go, or the GOP that refuses to go to these immigration hubs to actually teach people that are coming here through the legal channels what conservatism actually looks like, juxtaposed to the oppression party, which is the Democrat Socialist Party. Well, this is a big issue.
It is a big issue, and one of the things I'm grateful for are those that will come out swinging, literally, like Byron Donalds. He's now talking about Gavin Newsom. I guess Gavin's had some, cheap words about potentially getting in the 2028 race for president. We don't know who the Democrat ticket's gonna support. I believe there's going to be a bunch of people who kind of try to get name recognition out of it. But take a listen to Byron Donalds here, and then we'll talk about it.
I don't know, and frankly, I don't care. Gavin can run if he wants to. He's the worst governor in America. His record is awful. Everybody knows this. It's also a reason why I think if you look at some of their polling, all these Democrat potential candidates are all within 1-2 points of each other because they're all bad. What is their policy set that's actually going to matter for the American people? Are any one of these Democrats going to go and actually reform the Unaffordable Care Act, a.k.a. Obamacare, or change it unilaterally so healthcare premiums actually decrease in the United States? Is any one of them going to embrace nuclear power or natural gas, or dare I say coal, because it's effective, it's cheap, and readily available to lower energy prices for the American people? They're not going to do that. They're going to stick to the radical policies, but they might put more gel in their hair. Not going to matter to people.
Congressman, you know what's changed?
I love people that will say stuff tongue-in-cheek, that will throw a little humor in there. They throw a little puck shot here and there. I like that because it makes you look more human. You don't seem so super polished, and I think the American people are tired of that. We really are.
Absolutely.
We're tired of the polished politician who is fed lines to say whatever it is that they're saying, these talking points. Like, at least when you're speaking from the heart or from your mind, you can actually tell, especially when you're, off the cuff like that. You're able to say these things. Like,
that's one of the things
more gel in there.
That's one of the things that got, I think, you and I, Allie, into doing what we're doing, is that we found that there was no real leadership in trying to get people who are either elected right now or are running for office to get them on the record. people largely, and I'm saying they'll do this in both parties, they'll say, stay away from a microphone when you're running for office. You're just going to put your foot in your mouth. Well, that doesn't serve the interests of you. Wouldn't you rather know time and time again what this person has stood for, to be able to, that's how you test. That's how you're trying to test the fruits. What has this person really done in their life? What do they really believe? Have they stood by it for a while? Is this some new fad that they've come on board with, like MAGA, or have they truly been about that all the time? And so that's why Allie and I do what we do, not only locally but nationally. And it's funny, Allie, because I had a Democrat reach out and say, we've got 11,000 hours of you, Posey, running your mouth. And I was like, okay, yeah, let's put some reels together. It's been the same message the whole time. Yep. And people think it's extreme what you say, but when that is what that is, like, you may not like it, but if you were to elect either one of us, that's what you get.
I would rather have someone that I know where they stand all the time.
Absolutely.
Than someone where I'm like, are you going to stab me in the back? Because who needs Democrats?
Keep your enemies close, but your friends close, but your enemies closer. I don't know. Sometimes I think you need to keep your friends closer, because sometimes it's friendly fire.
The friend of my enemy is my friend.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Thank you, Byron Donalds, for standing strong. We're excited to see what you do here, potentially in Florida. So I want to focus on, this was a headline from Fox News. Tampon Tim Walz is under fire, guys, as nearly 100 Minnesota mayors sound the alarm on a financial disaster ahead. Take a look at this. Wow. The cities are basically revolting. There's a group of 98 Minnesota mayors that warned, guys, they warned Governor Tim Walz and state lawmakers that fiscal mismanagement, fraud, and unchecked spending are straining their budgets. In a letter, the mayors cited a loss of $18 billion in surplus, a projected multi-billion-dollar deficit, and unfunded state mandates. So these are your own people, sir, in your backyard that obviously didn't vote for you when you were on the ticket as vice president.
But this is what happens. This is the result of unchecked illegal immigration.
Yeah.
Your cities are crumbling under the weight of having to fund illegal immigration because they flooded. It was like they just were airdropped. You know what I'm saying? And when you have a flood of people like that, and you don't have proper infrastructure, you don't have proper funding, your hospitals are overrun, your schools are overrun, your housing is collapsing because everybody's vying for a house, but people that have lived there don't have it. I mean, this is insane. And the fact, I've never seen anything like this. I don't think anybody has ever seen anything like 98 mayors are like, Governor, we have a problem. Hello.
Well, but here's what he did. He made Minnesota.
If that was going on in Florida?
He made Minnesota a sanctuary state. He made it a sanctuary state for these chopping off of healthy body parts for young people. He's made the wrong decision over and over again, has not had the vested interest of those that pay taxes in Minnesota. So what's going to happen is the same thing that's going to happen in New York City with Mandami. People, we don't want you to flee and come here to Florida, but that's what people largely do. They go, you know what? I can't run my business here. My property value is tanking. I obviously now, they're just going to tax me to death. So they go to other places like Florida. Again, don't do that. Stay and fight for your blue state. But I don't think it looks good when you've got people within your own state, people that you're supposed to work with, that you're supposed to be friendly at the water cooler together, and they're now, penning a letter saying, "We told you."
Well,
we told
I would rather that than them, turn a blind eye. Yeah. And please stay in your state.
Stay in your state and fight.
Don't come here and bring your policies or try to interject yourself into our politics. You have absolutely no idea how our politics works here in the free state of Florida.
You know what kills me? And we love that you're engaged, and that you get out there and you make a difference.
Yeah, but learn the game.
Well, when you come to a state like a red state from a blue state, and then you think you're going to teach people in a red state how to do things, it's just kind of like, take that fighting power back to Washington State.
Oh, I created this in this state. Okay, well, where are you at now? You're not there. Go back over there.
So the Trump administration is sending strike teams. We're not talking about off the coast of Venezuela. Strike teams to investigate the massive fraud in Minnesota. So when you can't have, your local government trusted to do what they're supposed to do, this is the taxpayers' dollars. And listen, this was Medicaid fraud that's alleged. Guess what? That's a federal program. So this is perfectly within the realm of constitutionality for the federal government to get involved. This is huge. Take a listen.
You sent a team from the Labor Department to investigate. What's this about fraud tourists?
Well, unemployment insurance fraud is something that the American people don't deserve. You know, the unemployment insurance fund is to be whole for one specific reason, and that's to bridge the gap between when people lose their job at no fault of their own, that they can find a new job, and it's to bridge that gap. When you steal hundreds of millions of dollars from the American taxpayer, we need to find out what is happening. So I did send a letter. The Department of Labor, through the Employment and Training Administration, sent a letter to Minnesotans to say, we want to know what is happening. So please produce those reports. And we're going to send in a UI strike team to find out exactly what's happening on the ground. We will not tolerate fraud under this administration.
Was there this fraud tourism? I'm interested in that. I'm told there were Somalis loading up suitcases with dollars and flying to Africa to deliver it. Is that accurate?
Yeah, that's exactly what we want to find out. And those are the reports that we're demanding by the 1st of January. So when that UI strike team goes in, we can do that full investigation and report to the American people exactly where those dollars are going.
Wow. Hold on. So when I go through TSA, my bottle of water triggers a full pat down and opening of my suitcase. But wads of cash to a flight to Somalia doesn't?
Hold up, wait a minute. We have reporters from very well-known news report, like
Do you want to name names?
don't know, The Blaze, the Rolling Stone, that have been investigating, literally months, investigating Republicans for quote-unquote bags of money that are unfounded, right? But we have a sitting House representative who is literally, her district is committing fraud at a massive scale that nobody has ever seen in the history of America. And they're quiet?
It's almost like Nancy Mace should do something about that. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm Nancy. We love you. Come on, Nancy Pants.
It's not even about Nancy. Like, Nancy, cool, got it, understood. Copy.
I'm saying, but why wouldn't this be on her radar?
I'm talking about the reporters. The reporters need to start actually reporting on all things, not just specific people that they have vendettas against.
Well, Allie, how does somebody get on a flight to Somalia?
That is insane.
And not, like...
Suitcases of money shell.
Are you telling me you're not...
Back to Africa?
That's not strange?
And
think about what you go through as you're traveling this holiday season, how you feel like ISIS every time you go through TSA. Think about it. I mean, every time it's like
and then it's like a pat down.
It is, and it's not a friendly pat
down. I get violated, and I don't even get a drink first. Like, at least buy me a coffee for a free fill up. That is just crazy. It's just insane.
And they're like, take the belt off, and they're like, take the shoes off, and I'm like, you know what? This is borderline inappropriate. Is what it is.
Like, this is insane. Does this not sound crazy to anybody else?
Bags of money to Somalia.
This doesn't sound, 98 mayors are like, sir.
But how many of those mayors made their cities sanctuary cities?
Well, that
you know
part.
what?
I mean,
Daddy Trump's done with the handouts as far as that goes.
I can't. But can we, again, I need and we're not going to get this from legacy media, obviously. So the Rolling Stone, you just are what you are. I'm sorry. But I have higher standards for independent media.
Yeah.
And if you are actually going to spend the time investigating other, Republicans on our side, great. Good job. Thank you. Appreciate that. But we do have a mission to accomplish here. And what's going on, we can figure that out later. What we need to focus on is making sure that we're moving the needle.
Yeah.
But if you're actually, none of them are covering this kind of mishap. And it's quite
frustrating.
Unsettling.
It's very frustrating.
And it makes you look biased.
They're also not, almost like controlled opposition.
Soft grenades.
But they're also not covering, we hate what's going on in Minnesota. I'm so sorry for our Minnesotans. I'm so sorry for those of you that are stuck under tampon tool Tim Walz. But there could be a really nice primary coming up within the Republican Party in Minnesota. This is why you have to stay and fight, because take a look at this. This was breaking and nobody's reporting it. But MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell, again, he's from Minnesota. He is projected to win the Minnesota governor primary election.
He's running for governor, isn't he?
But he's projected to win the Republican ticket.
Wow.
That's going to be huge. This is huge. I'm telling
I
you,
hope
go
he
out and
does.
buy your MyPillow stuff. Made in America. Support this man. Make sure you
He
support
has
his.
fought so hard.
And this is why
has lost.
This is why it takes
so much.
a man of God, because you know what he did? He put his livelihood on the line. He put his money on the line because he knew that the 2020 election was fraudulent, that it was a coup. And they made him seem like he was crazy. You're going to find out February, March, April, that it's not. We have got really hard proof now that the 2020 election was stolen. Just take a look at what they're finding in Georgia, that Biden won by 12,000 votes, yet 300,000 of them are now known to be fraudulent. Guys, this isn't something that's fringe anymore, and Mike Lindell put it all on the line to do the right thing. So I'm hopeful. Maybe it's that pendulum that swung so far to where you put tampons in the men's bathroom that now you end up getting, like, you know, the MyPillow guy.
I love it. I think that's great, and I hope he does win. Guys, I also want to share with you a little bit breaking. So experts hit hard with Trump's economy booming with latest numbers. The GDP growth shattered estimates. It grew to 4.35% with only 3.2% growth expected. That is amazing. President Trump has made a statement about how awesome tariffs are, and he essentially says that is why America's economy is booming. We also have Scott Bessent, who has been on the news, and he's saying that 2026 is going to be an amazing refund year for America. America is going to get a huge return on investment for, one, trusting President Trump and putting him into office, but also because of the things that he has been implementing as far as tariffs go.
We were in conversations yesterday, Allie, and really what's coming down the pike is that, you know, these manufacturing jobs that have come back to this country, we are not even feeling the effects of that yet, because you got to build the factories, you got to hire, so that's all coming down the pike. We haven't even really felt a lot of the residual effects, the majority of it, from tariffs yet, even though it's been wonderful, as Scott Bessent, the Secretary of Treasury, has said. But plus, you know, Trump is still plowing ahead, moving ahead with this latest ruling by the Supreme Court, that he will be able to help us as far as the Federal Reserve goes, not being able to not fire somebody who's not doing their job, like too late Jerome Powell. Wouldn't you love to see those interest rates come down?
Absolutely.
And allow our American middle class to be able to afford the American dream of ownership again. We hope to see that. That'll be coming, I believe, in 26. All right, Allie.
Oh, here we go.
All right, guys, put your drinks down. It's going to get funny. None other.
Try not to laugh.
Than the Sean Farage. Take a listen.
Feliz Dipordad. Feliz Dipordad. Feliz Dipordad. Prospero viaje y no vuelvas. We're gonna get you out of our country. Get those bad hombres out of our country. Get everyone the hell out of our country, and we'll never let them back. We closed our border to save the nation. We all love ICE and mass deportations. Send the illegals to a new location and don't ever let them back. Feliz Dipordad. Feliz Dipordad. Feliz Dipordad. Prospero viaje y no vuelvas. Muchas gracias, mi fellow Americanos. Feliz Dipordad. And thank you for your attention to this matter.
I love it. We need it, maracas. We need it, maracas.
Well,
It was great. It was great. I love it.
Very good. Thank you so much, Sean Farage. And again, people always chime in on social media and think that is somehow like mean to do. No,
it's not. It's
don't
hilarious.
come here illegally.
It's quite funny.
It's pretty interesting.
It just, you know.
Don't
like it, don't watch.
I want
Find
to talk
your funny bone again.
A funny bone. I want to just real quick. Somebody sent me this that I did not know this was still happening, and I feel like as much as we report on what's going on in college campuses and Brown University, and we know that a lot of universities have been caught taking foreign money and thus pushing an initiative that is not America First. There are universities that are still trying to hold the line and do the right thing, and God is still able to ultimately move. I want you to take a look. This came from a Texas, I apologize, I don't know if this is a high school or college, but this took place over the last weekend It's going viral. It's hundreds of Texas students who gave their lives to Christ. Take a look.
In my life, to you, I believe you are the Son of God. You died on a cross, and you rose from the dead.
Wow.
Pretty impressive, guys. We have to remember, as we report sometimes the bleak news, the news that kind of makes us frustrated, God is still powerful. He's still all-consuming. He's still omnipresent, and he is able to move. So please don't let it get you down in your prayer life. That's how we occupy and fight back. So
love it.
Allie, coming up on the Christmas celebration here coming up in a few days, and you may be watching this on Thursday as a replay, so if you are, Merry Christmas from your open mic ladies.
Happy Christmas, Adam.
Happy Christmas, Adam.
Go eat your ribs today.
We have plans to possibly see a movie, but I want you guys to see, Benny Johnson had this to say about this new movie that's out. We're going to hear from Benny Johnson, and then we're going to show you a clip. Take a look at what Benny Johnson had to say. Oh, sorry, it is a post. My bad, Krista. Thank you. It's by Angel Studio. Wow. It's by Angel Studios. It's called David. It is apparently a box office hit.
Yeah, it's actually in theaters. It's not, you can't just watch it on Angel.
Yeah.
I mean, you can.
But this is a great way to see it. Go back to the movies.
Movie theaters, yes.
It's the #1 animated film in the country. It's brought in $22 million. That's just opening weekend, but that's not including the Christmas holiday. So are you looking for something to do with your young people, your college students that are home? I think you make this, whether it's Christmas Eve or Christmas Day or Friday, everybody's off usually. Make it a point to get your family out to see something good. We have to show those in the industry that are brave enough to make this content that this is the content we'll really support. You withhold your dollars for things that you're like, you know what, I'm not really a fan of that. That's really your voting block. It's not just the ballot, but sometimes it's where you spend your money.
It's your money.
So let's go ahead and I want to show you guys. It's a couple minutes long, but I want to show you guys the trailer for David by Angel Studios, and then we'll talk about it. Take a look.
When the sheep scatter, a shepherd is who they need.
That'll teach you to mess with my sheep!
Are you going to sing or what?
Follow the light!
Get out! The king's love of the crown has consumed him. David, are you ready to be the next king?
What? No.
No?
Don't mess this up for me, David. I get to be a princess.
I'm just a shepherd. We already have a king.
We will crush your kingdom.
Those are fighting words. Bring out Goliath!
When I'm looking for the way.
He's huge.
Searching for the answer. In the moments I'm afraid.
Yep, we're dead.
If you want the secret of freedom and feeling alive.
I told you.
He's brave. He is true. No.
He's so humble, too.
Come on and follow the light.
David, you have stolen the hearts of my people.
I have never wanted the throne.
Lies!
What happens now? You stolen David. Fight to the death.
I never asked for this.
The true battle is not against flesh and blood, but in our hearts.
I'm a shepherd. What can I do but look after my sheep?
Come on and follow the light.
Celebrate Christmas at the movies. Buy tickets now at angel.com/David. Exclusively in theaters, December 19th.
I feel like that little girl in the meme who's like, I'm so excited!
Don't mess this up for me. I could be a princess.
Literally every
What little
young
sister
child,
doesn't
everyone,
know
yes.
that? Well, and I can resonate. How many of you out there are like, I didn't want this? Like, you know, they're...
Me and the Lord every day. Lord?
It's a struggle sometimes to say, yes, I did pray for this, but I didn't think it was going to cost this.
I'm excited to go see this. I want to. I think I'm surprised my kids.
And it's a musical, Allie.
And of course it is. It's like Disney. It's like, I mean, Disney started it. That's how we got our music theater kids. Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, well, and I think it goes back to, I mean, David
wrote
the Psalms. David wrote the Psalms,
right.
And it was all through music. And so, God owns music. Just saying, God owns it all. So I'm
cool.
excited to see this. It's going to be great, and I hope you guys, find something that you can. This is something you can do with your family, and instead of scrolling, you might look around at the kitchen table or in your living room, everybody's opened their gifts, and you're like, I want to just get everybody off their devices. Everybody leave your phones in the car, go in, get some popcorn, old school style.
Gonna get photos.
What? Because it didn't happen if it didn't take a picture of it and post it. Like, hello. Okay, only mom can
bring her phone. No,
I was just thinking, in case of emergency, somebody should probably have their phone. But yeah, we hope you guys enjoy your holidays, enjoy your Christmas. We are saying Merry Christmas again, Allie. What did you want Santa to bring you for Christmas? I didn't plan this. I just thought maybe.
I don't even know.
Not really anything.
No.
You get to an age and you're like, I'm good.
You
Or you feel like you've kind of got it all, right?
No, definitely don't have it all. But I'm just grateful to just be alive and to be just here, just moving things that we move, involved in what we're involved in, inspiring, people to act, being a voice of reason, being able to use our voice and never going quiet again. That's it. That's it.
I'm reminded.
Grateful for good friends and family.
Good friends and family, and friends
who
that become family. So much can happen in a year, and so everybody that's around your kitchen table this year, make the memories, hold their hands, hold them, love them, because so many people are celebrating their first holiday without somebody in their life. And Allie was one of the first people I text when tragedy hit my family. And I just need for you to know, guys, hold your friends and family very close. Love on everybody during the holiday season. But life is precious, and you're not guaranteed anything beyond that. So as we ask for things for Christmas, as we want things stuffed in our stocking, as we ask Santa for a cowboy under the Christmas tree, it's not really that. That's a joke. We want you to,
Yes.
This is what it's about. It's about making memories and about loving those that are close to you and cherishing what you have. Get out there and enjoy the holidays, enjoy the Christmas season, and I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. We'll catch you on the other side.
Yeah.
Monday.
Maybe we'll pop in. You never know.
Yep. Follow us on social media, because that's where it'll happen.
Get bored.
You might get most likely. Oh, we
as much as we're like, we need a break. But then we're texting each other like, should we talk about this?
We're never going silent again, guys.
Not ever.
God bless you and Merry Christmas.
Bye,
Enjoy your
guys.
Christmas.
Merry
Bye.
Christmas.
Ooh, dry the tears.